40 years, Joe, 40 years.
Les and Joe sat on the cold metal bench. A familiar weight settled upon them, heavy and suffocating silence. The park, once alive with children's laughter and the comforting murmur of conversation, was eerily still. London, their London, had become a city, living in fear.
40 years, Les, can you believe it?
Joe ran a gnarled hand over the worn wood of his walking stick, a silent plea for comfort in this new, terrifying world. 40 years. 40 years they had shared, their friendship a beacon in the ever-changing landscape of life. Now, even that felt threatened.
Remember the pigeons, Joe?
Les' voice was barely a whisper, a puff of air in the stillness. He didn't dare speak louder. Walls had ears, trees even seemed to listen.
Yeah, I remember, Les.
Joe nodded, his eyes darting to a nearby figure shrouded in the uniform of the authority. Fear, a bitter taste, lingered in his mouth. He missed the freedom to reminisce, to let the past wash over them without consequence.
They'd cover you in poo!
Joe finally whispered back, his voice hoarse with disuse. He dared a small smile, remembering Les's mock outrage at the pigeon's boldness all those years ago. They retreated into the shadows of their shared past. Fond memories flickered through their minds' pub visits, pints shared in dimly lit pubs, hiding from prying eyes, the nervous laughter of their wives masking the fear. London had been a cacophony then, a chaotic symphony of human interaction.
Do you remember those pub visits, Joe? The tension in the air. How could I forget, Les? Those were the days of constant vigilance.
Now silence was the anthem, fear the conductor. Every word was a risk, every shared memory a potential threat. The joy of conversation, the simple act of speaking one's mind, felt like a distant, forbidden dream. Les gave Joe a silent reassurance in the face of their stolen freedom. They sat in the oppressive silence, haunted by their shared past and their unspoken dread for the future. The weight of their lost liberty was a suffocating presence, a shadow that loomed over their twilight years.
We still have our freedom, Joe. Yeah, Les, but for how long?
In that shared silence, there was a different kind of fear. The fear of the unknown, of knowing that some bonds were all that stood against the encroaching darkness. They were a fragile tapestry, woven from memories, their friendship a silent defiance against the looming void.